This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Here now is Cam Little out to get. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Looking to pass on the first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now Lawrence. It's caught by Davis. Touchdown Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, 31 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Love, they go play action now. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play fake. Here's Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. On to get it started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch Watch safety green. Watch safety. 11, Agate. Safety's green. I got him.
Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
I'm going back to you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 55, Mike 55. You can't block me.
On second down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Lawrence on third down. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
36 power.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Coming to you, coming to you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Take your very left.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence rolling to his right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Lawrence out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
$21-0 our score after 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. Christian Kirk, touchdown, Jaguars.
Christian Kirk with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
3rd and 5.
They run again with Harris. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 35 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Wilson going to throw for it. Steps away. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Line 6. Line 6. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check 20. Hey, kill. Watch the shot. Watch the eye.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
That is caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Harris running straight ahead. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Being chased out left. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
In motion right is Davis. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
11.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Steps away to his left.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Lawrence will throw.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
13, Luke. Hey, Jupiter. Check 55, come on. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Now Wilson on first down.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Mike 55. I'm gun. I got you, boy. Mike, it's over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Parker Washington.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Play action. Now Wilson. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Down the sideline he goes. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Dancing to his left.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go 14. Mike, check 33.
One last shot for Wilson.
Watch the screen.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.